Here we go again, everyone. This is Ultra Podcast Z, and as always, schedules are subject to change. As always, also, I am Manuel, leader of Rated J Connections, and joining me tonight, not actually replacing our VTuber friend, who, when Nyaru was showing off her VTuber form, and she was showing off that it had legs, and she moved it all the way up. We made the joke that because she was flying away, we made the joke. It's like, I need to go home now. My home planet needs me. Well, apparently it needed her because she's not here this week. So yeah, Kanaro's not here. But here joining us is Ren.
Hi.
It's Ren, everyone.
I'm not a VTuber, but I guess I'm the next best thing. So I'm in a Kigu, so.
Yeah, there you go. You're a Kigu tuber. I remember watching.
Yeah.
I put because I've actually been watching a lot of streams lately, like for my friends and whatever. But I actually watched a Fall Guys stream of yours last week or something like that, and I just remember.
That's
like,
unfortunate.
Right,
I'm so sorry.
I just remember watching it, and like there was this.
Oh my!
Is your cat on the thing again? His cat's on his chair again.
What are you doing?
Baby.
That's happened. That's happened every freaking time.
Knows.
She knows. She knows he's streaming. Look, we have a cat, guys.
Okay, come on. You have to get off.
We have an extra cat.
You have to get off.
But I was watching your stream when you were doing. The cat won't move. No, there are memes about this where the cat's all like, "This is my chair."
I'm gonna sit on you then. How about
Did
that?
you see that? The cat.
You have to get off.
He struggled to get
Good
up.
job.
There it goes. That was the best thing ever. But no, when I watched
she
her,
will not let me touch her, so I have to just pretend like I want to sit on her, and then she just yeets herself.
I watched. Oh my god, we're talking about this Fall Guys stream I watched of Ren's, and she was running through this course, and it was towards, and you were doing okay actually, but then like towards the end, things started going really bad. All I remember was like, because I was only watching like the course, I was doing something else. It was like on my other monitor. All I hear is like, no, not like this, not like this. And of course,
Wait.
And then of course you lost
What
the
were you
last
doing?
run on Fall Guys.
It's because people will wait at the finish line and then grab me and eat me off the edge.
That's exactly
Wait,
what it
Fall Guys? Wait, what's Fall Guys? You have to say.
It's this multiplayer game where you do a race and you just face.
Okay,
Oh, this game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know for
Okay.
once I'm not the.
get with the times, bro. Come on.
It's like it's that and
I'm
Among Us.
sorry.
Everyone, those are the games everyone's
I'm
playing right
old.
now.
I saw my sister watching it. Like she was watching some Markiplier play it.
Oh my
Hey.
god! It would, your sister were watching Markiplier. But anyways, we're live already, Warren. So Warren, introduce yourself since we have every. Oh, Warren's technically replacing Nyaru tonight, I guess technically.
Hello guys, my name is Warren, aka Frederick Redman, aka Too Many Names McGee. Emmanuel and I do the 80s J metal panel that doesn't exist yet again, and I also do the DTL, the Drink Talk Learns with Manuel as well on Saturdays. Come check us out. It's freaking bollocks. Just kidding, it's definitely not bollocks. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, there's 3 people in the chat right now. Chat is open. We're gonna be talking some board games. We're gonna just talking some bullshit. Nice chill night. We don't have Nyaru here. Usually when Nyaru's here, I always feel a little like by Nyaru I mean the actual VTuber. I always feel a little like what's the word? Nervous isn't the word. That's not the right word. I feel like we have to go through a certain structure, and it's a lot more rigid because there's like. There's an extra dozen people here who are just here for her, and so it's like it's like, oh, I always feel like if I talk too much or if somebody not Nyaru talks too much, like we're slowly losing engagement, and it's all about those engagement minutes, But yeah. Anyways, it's been a while since we had Ren on, and it's been I didn't intend for this, but like Warren's name, if you've been watching our streams for a while as an A to J streams, he's been on every DTL for a while now, since like the 3rd or 5th one or whatever one it was, and then been on the gaming streams, and his name is always hyphenated as War-Ren. And that was
Oh,
always,
yeah.
and that's always been a joke, because the very first time he was going to be on the DTL was also supposed to be the first time that Ren came on, but she couldn't. And then she eventually did come on. So his entire name, if you've ever wondered why I've always put War-Ren, it's for this pun that literally has. It's not even a pun. It's a pun. It's only funny to me. It's not funny. It's not even funny. It's only a thing that I get. But it's only made sense twice in, like, you know, the 6 months
true.
or however many months I've been trying to do this. So yeah. Did you know I did? I did mention it to you, I think, Ren, last time when you were on the DTL. But yeah, it's Ren and War-Ren. And now,
Yes.
mind blown, like mind freak. But yeah, let's go on some host update stuff and all that stuff, because it's been a while since we've had Ren on, and it's been a while since I don't think we've even talked that much in the interim either. So I'm like, oh, what's new with Ren? Like, I've only talked to you really the past week or so since we were planning for this. And for those who don't know, who also are followers of A to J, by the way, sub to A to J, but it's September. We have discounts on subs right now. But if you follow A to J and you're ever like hanging out on our channel, like when we're offline, you might notice that Ren is our offline image. You know, she's pointing to space. It's like this. It was a door in the original version of the picture, but I like removed it and made it space. And she's pointing to space, and there's all of our logos. Well, we're working on the DTL logo. I made one myself, but I did it drunk, thinking that would be a clever thing to do, and it just came out shit. So I actually got someone to do it, you know, who has skill.
Wait, you did it drunk?
Yeah, I created a logo drunk. Like, you know, I got wasted. I'm like, okay, time to do the Drink Talk Learn logo. This will be funny. And I got Timer-chan. I got like some fonts I wanted, some colors. But then nothing. It just, when I woke up, I'm like, okay, no one's gonna find this amusing but me, because I did it when I was drunk. But it's a mess. Everything was crooked. The font made no sense. You know, yeah. And then I ruined the background because like I took out Timer-chan's eyes because I didn't take the background out right. So anyways, it was a mess. So
it's just Manuel. You woke up, you're like, it's LTD.
It's LTD. What is that? Oh, thank you for following. Oh my god, I actually forgot that we. Oh my god. No, okay. Only I can hear it. Only the stream can hear it. I forgot that I actually turned on Twitch notifications for the first time ever. Believe it or not, we never had that. Thank you for the follow. Guy's name who you jump scared me. By the time I noticed what that was, it was gone. Sorry, somebody followed us. Thank you for that. Whoever that was. Anyway, so what's new with Ren?
Ren works every day.
Oh, that's the struggle.
But I have picked up learning some light animation and video editing. I mean, I know in theory how to like very lightly edit videos, but now I'm like really getting in there and learning how to do stuff and make cool like animations and text and change the lights and cool stuff. And yeah, it's not going great, but I'm doing what I can.
I mean, yeah.
Cause you know, I want to be able to make PT Parade videos really, really cool. So it's a new skill I'm trying to get into my brain thoughts.
I mean, it's a good skill to have. I don't know if anyone knows this, if even Ren knows this, but like, my day job's a little different now. But like, ideally, my day job is I edit. That was my thing, and I'm not the best flash. I'm still sorry. I'm still jump scared from that fucking thing. I thought fucking Warren was playing guitar because it was a guitar riff for the follower sound, and it's still I'm still kind of jumpy from that. But it's not. I'm not the most flashy editor, you know. But I do technically edit, you know, for trade. So I know the struggles of learning as well is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a reason why I never transfer any of that over to like A to J, because I'm just like, y'all getting my like 2-minute edits. It's like I have macros set up that were a lot of things I could get done quickly, and some stuff that comes to like smoothing a few things. I know a lot about settings, how to like get file sizes down and stuff like that. But it's like you're not getting anything too clever from me unless because I am not about that life on the daily. So I'm glad you're doing that for Peachy Parade though, because that's a noble goal.
Yeah, and you actually caught me on a good week because I have 2 off days in a row, today and tomorrow, and then I work another 5 days in a row, back to back. So you caught me at a good time, thankfully.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we've been. I've been trying to like get like Ren on for a while, but like Ren's busy. Ren runs a.
I'm busy.
She has a busy life.
Yeah, because I've got my real day job. I've got my online stuff that I do, and then anything I do for PT Parade, and then I stream in my free time. So
it's work all the time.
Work all the time.
It's a mood. What's up, adulthood? What's adulting?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was Rosengarten. So somebody told me in the chat. It was Rosengarten who followed. Like, they can't see it in the chat, but But yeah, for those who don't know, for those who didn't know, Ren's in Peachy Parade as well, and I made the joke before we started that that it just kind of happened this way. I didn't intend to like ask them both around the same time because I wanted Kat on last week for the DTL, so it just happened to be that she's on this week. But TLDR, Ren's on the podcast tonight. Kat's on also from Peachy Parade is on the DTL on Saturday. So this is accidentally Peachy week. I still have. Let me see, where is it? I still have the peach vodka from when it was Ren and Kat on the DTL, and for some reason I didn't drink it when Sylvia was on, so it's still there. I'm gonna save that for the weekend though. I'm not gonna drink it right now.
It's because you've got 2 brain cells.
I got 2 brain cells. Yes.
You're like, it's better than 1.
But not as good as 3.
Oh my God, Ren.
We can math, guys. We can math.
Oh, we have a decent amount of viewers tonight. So just to reiterate, if you're waiting for Nyaru to make a surprise appearance, it ain't happening. But we got a good show for you tonight. We're gonna well, we kind of already jumped into the randomness, but we're gonna talk about board games tonight. That was gonna be our big thing. If you've been following the past few streams A to J's been doing, DTLs and UPZs, Callie, who's been on most of them, who's also, I think she's doing her like idol showcase live thing this Saturday as well. So if you want to watch some really long streams, watch their idol thing, and then watch. She actually. Okay, I fucking Callie's been pumping it up like crazy when whenever she's on. So I almost feel like I don't want to mention it unless she's not here. But she coded a really cool overlay. Donate a certain amount. They could virtually appear as like a WOTA doing a specific WOTA game of their choosing or something like that. It's amazing. It's actually really insane. And for those who know, she's really a talented like programmer and whatever. She made TimerTron, which is really simple, but she a lot of the little random odds and ends that you've seen at A to J, she's done it like in her free time, and she coded her overlay for her own idol showcase that she claims, and I'm one to agree that it's like the best, it's gonna be the best idol showcase like ever, like on Twitch. So everyone tune into that, and Peach Spray, get on that too later on. But
that's rude. You should have. No one invited us
because I haven't really been talking to Sylvia that much, because like all the move stuff and like. I don't know.
Should we? Yeah. Why didn't? Yeah. This makes sense. Ren, you do. I didn't think about this, but. Yeah, that does make sense.
Well,
yeah.
And
yeah, Manuel.
Well, fuck. Yeah, Callie. She's not here to defend herself. Yeah, Callie. Anyway, go watch that on Saturday before the Drink Talk Learn. But we're gonna talk about board games, like I've been saying. We've been mentioning chess and checkers all the fucking time. And then we soft started talking about some other board games, and it hit me like, let's talk about board games. It'll be a fun thing to do.
I got some fun ones.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to talk a bit more about some other random topics, but I think we'll just start talking about board games a bit, and then maybe we'll end with the random topics. I really want to talk board games, especially because I made a huge mess getting some out. But first of all, I want to start with the simple thing. Oh, I keep forgetting to mention the chat is open. You guys can go and chat in there. I do notice if you follow if you follow, sub, or throw some bits at us, it will show up on screen. I know it's like a thing that happens to every other stream, but first time you'll ever see it at AJ, which is why it'll probably jump scare me. I won't take shots because it ain't DTL, but I assure you it will scare the shit out of me. So if you want to see me startled, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do one of the above. And as I was saying earlier, it is September, so there are discounts if you sub, for the first time. So let's move on to board games, our favorites.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Oop, I can't spell.
Let's see.
Sorry, I can't spell.
I play Candyland.
No,
I like Candyland.
Okay, you know what the funny thing about Candyland is? I was thinking about this today. And the thing about Candyland, I love Candyland. I played it to death when I was younger. But it dawned on me when I was actually like gathering things up for this. Like not today, but I was thinking about it over the weekend. I've never owned Candyland in my life. Yeah.
So
I played
Manuel
it at
went
school.
over. Oh, interesting.
When I was like in elementary school, like up until like third grade, because at fourth my teacher was kind of an asshole and didn't let us do anything. But at around up until about third grade, we had like board games in our classroom, and I told this story before. I won't give you the long version, but in my elementary school years, we were like separated into groups, into like reading groups, like skill levels kind of, and whenever a group would like finish their work, they could play games. And this happened or they had free time. I should say they could play games. They had free time. And when I was in 4th or 5th grade, the teachers would be like, oh, you have to read. But in the earlier grades, it'd be like, you guys could play board games. You guys could like, oh, thank you, Mr. Otaku, for following. That really scared the shit out of me. I think I need to change the volume level on these things. It's funny because Ren War-Ren can't hear it, so they don't understand why. I'm like,
Manuel's just dying. We're over here like, what?
No, because when somebody follows, it's like this really loud guitar riff. And actually, I am gonna lower that.
No, you can turn down your alert box.
Yeah, I don't know why that's so loud. But anyway, oh shit, it's off my thought. We used to play Candyland during that. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember how to play anymore. Does that game even have things, or do you just move?
Things happen.
Candyland.
Because in my head, like, I remember just always moving just to the end, like moving in a line.
It is linear as fuck.
It's not linear. There's curves and stuff.
There's curves and stuff.
Thanks, Ren. I meant like you only take one row.
I do.
Well, duh.
I do remember Chutes and Ladders a bit more. I don't know if anyone ever played that. That I always felt that was always the one that like nobody really liked as much in my group, because if I remember correctly, there was only myself and like one other guy in the group, and there was like 5 or 6 girls, and it was like in our little round table. And of course, all the girls are Candyland. You know how like kids are. And I was like, I don't want to play a girls' game. Like that's me, I mean. And I'm like, I'd rather play. I mean,
wow.
Obviously. First of all, obviously, I'm pretty sure most people probably wouldn't associate it as a girls' game, because even as I was a little older, I don't even mean like when I'm like 18. I mean when I was like 10. Or whatever, like my other guy friends would be like, oh, I fucking love Candyland, even some like people that I wouldn't be, suspect would love Candyland as a kid, So I guess that was probably just me being stupid. I mean, it was definitely me being stupid, but I mean, like, it wasn't like we were playing fucking Pretty Princess, which by the way, I have right here. And I've always was obsessed with Pretty Princess growing up, and a couple years ago I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy my own, and I bought my own.
I have never seen that.
Yeah, what
before.
is that?
Have you never seen it? It's literally not really a game. The whole idea is, I think there's dice involved. I don't see where the dice is. You make this little board, and you go around, and the idea is you get your entire set of jewelry. And let me show you. And here's the jewelry.
Sounds awesome.
And first of all, a little mirror. It's like, I got this from, I don't know what little girl owned this before me. Oh yeah, you spin right here. Here's the spinner.
Spin to win.
Wow.
But like and the winner's the one who gets the crown. Don't fall off. And you get a ring. They're color coded by each player. Crap. A necklace. That's an earring, by the way. Let me see. Hold on.
Ooh.
Well, here's the
I want to be a pretty princess.
I'm surprised you never heard of this. See, these are the clip-on earrings they had. And then it's just a lot of shit, I'm making a mess. See, just a lot of like plastic jewelry. I was talking to Rachel about this game a long time ago, and she's all like, when I was a kid, Rachel's the person like related to Jay. She's like, when I was a kid, I would just wear that, a piece of that jewelry to school randomly, like every day or something like that. I can't tell if I broke this or not, but whatever. I'm gonna wear this is the pretty princess crown. I think only the winner gets to wear this, but yeah. I'm actually a little upset. You would think this would be more of a tiara, but this just looks like a crown. You know what this looks like? Have you guys ever watched Game of Thrones? It's like the crowns that
Oh, like Joffrey had?
Yeah, exactly. It's Joffrey's crown. It's fucking Joffrey's crown. Joffrey's an asshole, but it's Joffrey's crown.
Which one's Joffrey?
He's a little. He's an asshole kid.
Exactly. He's a
little blonde.
Yeah,
okay.
Blonde asshole kid. Yeah.
This is my.
Okay.
This is my Joffrey crown right here.
You should be proud of that.
But yeah, so you guys ever play Pretty Princess?
No.
No, my sister had it, and I was obsessed with it. Like I said, so I just want, I don't know, not to jump the gun and start showing off shit, but I just wanted to mention that that literally was just stupid manual about playing Candyland. I don't know, but were you guys like
Candyland's for girls? Ooh, pretty princess.
I know, I don't know why. I don't know why. It's like, I want to wear the tiara. I'm pretty sure, and there are definitely different versions of this game. Like when I bought this copy, it was out of print, and it's like the 90s version, and there is a newer one, but the game's out. This is the early 2000s version, and I wanted the 90s one, but they're all out of print when I bought it. But like within about a year after I bought it, I think like it's available now if you go to Amazon. There is a new printing with like different jewelry, like a redesign, and I'm like, and that one was like $20 or $10. It was really cheap. This one I bought, I think, I'm not gonna lie, I spent like $40 on it, which for a thing of plastic jewelry is insane. But like, it was impossible to find one that was complete, because I'm pretty sure like people like Rachel who fucking wear like a piece of jewelry to school every day probably here I am yelling at little girls, but would probably lose the one of the rings or one of the necklaces, or lose Joffrey's crown.
Oof.
I don't know, man. But yeah, I was really happy with this game. It seems like it would have been up like if I was a little girl, I would fucking love this game. That's all I gotta say. I don't know. Ren was probably like, were you a tomboy growing up, or
Honestly, okay, so when I was really little, I was just typical little like girly girl. I wore like dresses and carried around like my kitty cat and stuff. But then when I was a little bit older, I joined the Girl Scouts, and we'd go camping and go like cave crawling, and so that's kind of when I started. Yeah, I was a little bit more tomboyish, and I was more interested in like pretending to be a witch in the backyard and like crush up grass and berries and stuff. I'd try to feed that to my friends.
You're like, ha ha.
Yeah, exactly. Like, boys.
You're like, it's honestly, so good.
Some of the stuff that I'd grab out of like the neighborhood and stuff probably was not good to be consuming, but I was 6, so
no.
Then I turned into a goth as I got older, and now I'm a little princess again. So
you found
you still have some of the goth in you.
Yeah, you still have it.
It's somewhere in there.
Like you're all like you're kind of like, you're like a pink goth. Is a pastel goth a thing? I remember hearing that at some point.
No, pastel goth is a thing, but like in Lilo and Stitch, when she's like, "This is your badness level. The little bit of good in him is my little bit of goth."
Oh. That's your little bit of goth. I mean,
Yeah,
Okay.
the badness level is my pink level.
oh my god. Anyway, apparently, because I keep here I am, chat is open, then I don't read it. But apparently, the way you play Candyland is you draw color-coded cards, and that's how you move forward. And I totally remember that now because I remember there being cards, but I also remember that the cards aren't like chance cards. They don't like, there wasn't a money system. There wasn't like an award system. But that's really how you played. You just drew cards, and I mean. A simple game is a simple game. I mean, that sounds fun enough to me. I gotta buy Candyland again. TLDR. Again, I never had it. I gotta buy Candyland and take it to a con. But that was actually my thing, was taking things to cons for a while. Before we go back into that, talk about some favorite games, other favorite games. What games did you play as a kid growing up? Ren, I almost called you Rachel because I mentioned her earlier.
Do you mean just like strictly board games?
Were there other games?
Let's see. I mean, I'd play video games like Hey Pikachu and stuff like that, but...
Oh my god! that game's terrible, but anyways.
Board games, alright, so I've got some of my favorite games growing up, alright? We have Pokemon Sorry.
Oh my god! I've never seen Pokemon Sorry, and I want that now.
No, it's mine. But yes, we have Pokemon Sorry. Me and my brother would play this a lot. We were really into Pokemon because we also have
Are you gonna pull up? I think you're gonna pull
Pokemon
up.
Master Trainer.
Yes, I have that exact game, and that was one of the ones I was thinking about.
This is
That
it.
game was so... Yo, my friend has it, and when we were playing D&D...
I love this game.
When we were playing D&D, and we were just waiting for our DM to come. Like, basically, we're just all fucking around, and we played it, and we were so salty. In the when we got to the Elite Four, we were just like, "What the fuck?" Ah! we were all yelling at each other. Like, I was like, "Dude, I've never been this salty at a board game." And it was like, we thought this was fun as a kid. So yeah, I love that game.
Is that complete? Is that like Master One complete? Because I think that game's really hard to find these days.
I'd have to check. I've not opened it in a long time, but I'm pretty sure it is still complete because we took pretty good care of it.
Yeah, you didn't like eat anything or something, you didn't eat the playing pieces.
No, and then the only other thing that I really played a lot. Y'all are gonna judge me for this.
I'm already judging.
It can't be that bad.
Not Monopoly, but Horse-opoly.
Horse-opoly. Wait, were you a horse girl? I feel like we've talked about this before.
Yeah, I'm still a horse girl.
Oh my god.
Why do you think I kept this? I love
Horse-opoly.
Dude, wait. I legit, okay, so like, you know how like Monopoly tears apart family and friendships and blah 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 blah. My family has played this together once. The game lasted, I think, 3 or 4 hours, and no one won. We just had to give up because it wouldn't end.
Okay, now I'm glad you brought this up early enough because this is going to be the thing I was going to mention. By the way, I totally have notes for this, but I didn't give it to anyone else. It's just for my own thing to follow.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah, I did that on purpose because I'm like, I wanted to make it a bit more natural, have fun, especially because Nyaru's not here. But did you play properly, or did you play like with house rules, like where you put money everywhere and you don't trade, or stuff like that?
No, we only ever play properly. I don't know how to play by anyone else's rules.
Well, there's always usually the most. I mean, is that like normal Monopoly board with the free parking space? Free hitching space. I don't know.
Are you talking about like?
Let's see.
Is there go to jail? Like go to the stables? I'm just trying to think of like any.
Go to the stables.
Trying to think of any horse.
Look at how pristine this is. You can tell it's like rarely touched.
They played it once as a family. They just couldn't do it no more. Okay.
They loved each other too much.
Legitimately, I think we've pulled it out once.
Your butt is salty. That's what Leslie said to you. Idiocy says I think I'll save that for a topic for later on, but Idiocy mentioned how he drew his own board games and played them. But
wait, Idiocy
ADC's in our DT. He's in all the streams. He this is kind of embarrassing. This is kind of embarrassing, but the reason I know ADC so like I don't know him. He's somebody who watches the streams. Consider him a friend though, but I know ADC so well in my head because I made it a big deal. And I remember like when we played, he's like, "Man, you gotta stop saying things like that. You gotta like, act cool," because he was our very first ever real sub, like paying sub, like not a prime sub. He was our very first somebody who actually like paid for his subscription, that is.
Okay.
But yeah.
So we've got like instead of like land and stuff, we've got different horse breeds like Tennessee Walker, Frisian, Arabian, Thoroughbred, and you can get things like Tack and Barnes. The farrier.
What do you buy on the horses that makes them like more expensive? Like, what do you place on them?
Okay, for a Tennessee Walker, it's $6 to rent. With barn, it's $550.
Oh, you get the barn. You store them or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, and then you can choose with how many bales of straw you put on it. So $30 for 1 bale, $90 for 2 bales, $270 for 3 bales, $400 for 4 bales. Mortgage is $50. Bales of straw are $50 each. Yeah,
I can't believe you have Horse-opoly.
Horse-opoly. That's pretty interesting.
Wait.
Yeah, hang on. Let me look at the board and see.
Oh yeah, I want to know what the free parking and the jail space are. It's just go to jail. I forgot which board game I had. I mean, well, it was Monopoly. But I forgot which version of Monopoly it was, where it was like such a lazy version. It didn't even change the go to jail space. Everything else was themed, but the go to jail space was just go to jail still. And I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like the same like guy, like it's just the guy in the bar. I mean, the guy in the bar is jail, but the police doing this.
It's go to trailer.
Go to trailer.
Go to trailer.
Oh my god, it's a butt. What's that butt one?
It's a butt. That's go to trailer.
Let's go to trailer. That's Warren's butt. Everyone needs a horse.
There's the trailer.
He's like legit in like his head through the bars and everything. That's like whenever.
That's great.
That's like whenever you're driving through like pretty much anywhere, any interstate, you'll probably see at least one of those horse in a trailer things going on. That's where you go when you're bad in Horse-opoly.
And this is one of my favorite breeds. It's a Frisian.
A Frisian.
They're the ones that have. Yeah, Frisians. They're the ones that have like the tufts of hair around their ankles and hooves.
Oh.
They're really long. They're one of those breeds.
Are they one of the ones that walk all proper?
I mean,
you could train them all. You could train them all to do that, I assume. But you know what I mean, like the ones that they train to like to high step or whatever. I'm sure.
It's called dressage. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure
and there are some horses that tend to carry because they've got a lower back and a higher like arch. So they look like they carry themselves more proper, which is what people tend to think like different breeds. Arabian is one of those. The way that their back is shaped, it makes them look more like proper because like their tail kind of flicks up a little more and their back is a little more arched. They're an ethot.
Oh my god.
But yes, most horses can be trained in dressage. Frisians are, because of how big they are, people don't tend to. They're more for like show.
Oh my god, Leslie in the chat's all like free Asians. I don't think it's a contraction. I don't think it's a contraction, Leslie.
Yeah, Leslie, what are you doing?
Free.
It's because she got me. I'm a free Asian.
You're a free Asian. Oh my god, it's funny because for those who don't know, I'm pretty sure everyone knows this. Monopoly's a Monopoly board game. Oh, by the way, is the money just money?
It's just money.
Yeah, okay. I figured it was you're just buying horses. It's probably just like, micro down. But there's a lot of Monopoly collectors out there. And my one kind of big Monopoly purchase, I remember it was a hassle bringing this back home too, because I kept wanting to leave it there because I was in Taiwan for a month. And but anyways, it's not just the Taiwan Monopoly. This is like a special New Year's edition one for this TV show.
Whoa!
And it's in English too, for the record. It's dual. It's
interesting.
It's dual language and whatever, and all the cards are as well. And it's still sealed. The reason why it's still sealed is one day I want to sell it because I went on this Monopoly trading site. And when it was still new, people, I could have gone back to Taiwan. I mean, cost me more to go to Taiwan, but I could have gone to the store I went to where they had a whole display of these because it was new at the time, and picked one up for $30, equivalent. And people were selling it in this board for about 200. And I'm still debating whether I'm gonna. And by the way, I can't find anyone to play this with me because nobody likes Monopoly. But it's also one of the electronic ones. I think they all are these days. But there's it's credit card. There's no money. There's no actual on hand money anymore. Which, from my understanding, is almost all of them are, unless you're I don't know. Maybe Taiwan's just weird like that. E-banking. That's the word I'm looking for. Free the Asians. Oh my God, this is what everyone's going on about now in the chat. The Asians are free. Actually, I was not gonna say anything because that could lead us down the other rabbit holes that we occasionally get into on DTLs. But let's just
My goodness.
let's just dodge that. Let's just dodge that one way away. Warren, what are some of your favorite board games? Did you play with horses also?
I played.
They're from the Netherlands. They're not even an Asian breed.
Ooh,
Anyway,
y'all
sorry.
Oh.
don't even know.
Continue.
It's what is it called? The Dracels? It's when you're getting mad at me about the stepping right now. What is it called? I call it Dracels. Am I right?
Dressage.
Oh, close. I was surprisingly close for legitimately not even trying to record that word in my head. I was not trying to make it a point to I'm gonna remember that forever. And I got kind of close for just kind of throwing it out there again. Dressage, Dracel.
Dracel.
It sounds like I'm saying dreidel, but mispronouncing it.
That sounds like, yeah, I was about to say, it sounds like something you'd have for Hanukkah.
Exactly. It's Dracel. I'm just mispronouncing Dracel. Dreidel. I can't even. Anyways, I called you Jordan, Morgan, and then Warren. Nobody's here but us. I am calling everyone every name who's not even here.
That's because you have to run through the gauntlet of names before you get to the right person's name.
It's funny though, because usually, not always, but usually that only really happens when there's more than a few people.
When we're having
but you
7 people altogether.
Yeah, you think it'd be like Ren and Warren. I made that joke all the time that I get it pretty right now, but nope. I almost called Ren Rachel earlier. But anyways, Warren. Favorite games? Jeez,
as a kid, I think actually, we played, because we used to live in a huge ass house with a whole bunch of family members. We used to play the game of life. That one was pretty interesting. You have kids and stuff, and you have your fucking career. It was fucking weird as shit, but it was only fun because it was something that we played together as a family.
Life pissed me off. I used to play that with my sister all the time. But that game, I mean, I guess that game is life. That game pretty much you start the game, you get your career.
Yeah, your career.
You get your career. You get they decide your kids and everything like that.
We're going to Target.
Oh,
wait, what's that?
Hey, babe. How are you? Good?
Ren.
Hey, let's go shopping.
Is that Ren?
I think that's Ren.
I think I'm hearing Ren. Whatever Ren's watching.
Here's something like, babe, I'm gonna go shopping or something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It auto played on my Twitter feed.
We all stopped. We're all like.
It just started auto playing. I'm sorry.
I thought at first I thought somebody was really in someone there was somebody there. I'm like, wait, is somebody going shopping? It's like, what's happening? Anyways, go on about life.
Oh, that game was just fun. As a kid, you're like, yay, and I think about it now, I'm just like, God, what the fuck was I playing as a little kid? I'm like, yeah, I got 2 kids.
I know, I'm like, I got twins, yeah!
And now I'm like, fuck that.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it used to piss me off because, like, I remember playing the game and, like, going through it, and I'm like, I don't want 4 kids. Can't I just, like, drop 2 of them off somewhere and just keep moving? And not in real life. I mean, in the game. But I'm like, I don't want these kids. Like, I hated that game. TLDR, what I hated was that there was no. I don't think there was any way to. I think you could change careers, but basically, it's like, I don't know if it was supposed to be a microcosm of like life at the time, but it was like they give you your roles when you're like, you know, you start out, and it's like, good luck, good luck living that life.
Oh,
good luck with the cards that were dealt you. You got the minimum wage $18,000 a year job. Good luck.
Oh God!
Game. And it was funny because I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know anything about the deeper, you know, any sort of like, you know, other meanings behind it. But I was just like, this game. It was fun. It was like, what I liked about it was the game was relatively long, and it did have a pretty finite end because you reached the end. It's not like you know, it's not like Monopoly where you're trying to bankrupt everyone.
Yep. Monopoly was another one, but that one, God, even playing it now, it gets me like frustrated.
Things like
it's down to the last 2 people. You're just like, come on, man, on my shit. And like, I'm always wanting to go to jail.
Oh.
I'm just like, at the end of the game, I'm just like, please go to jail, yes.
Yeah, if you want the nice big strats on Monopoly, the whole idea is, you know, you want to. I think it's the orange, the ones that are around the go to jail space. The orange properties are the best ones to own. As the game is, as everything is bought up, just try to stay your ass in jail and get your ass in jail. You know, just roll. I think after 3 turns you get automatically let out, but try to roll. I mean. Obviously,
never try to never roll doubles when you're in jail. Just keep on rolling.
just chill in there. It's like, nah, man, I'm good. I got my homies in here.
I'm about to go broke right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. And then another game. What's up?
Oh no, I'm just reminiscing about being in jail. I mean in Monopoly, not in real life.
Like, being in jail in Monopoly.
Being in
Manuel's
jail.
trying to tell us something.
Yeah, like I got my
another one
tattoo.
was Dungeon Dice Monsters for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dungeon Dice Monsters? I never heard of that.
That's the one where you guys like. So I fucking forgot. I just remember you having like. What happens is that you have your little miniatures, and basically your whole entire thing is to attack. I think you're trying to attack your opponent's. I guess like I call it like their master. Like they have like one, like a captain or a master monster. And it like you have to attack I think 3 times or a few times. If it dies, then you win. I mean, if it dies, then if you deplete your opponents, then you win. But the thing is that you roll these dice, and they have like certain levels, and every monster has like a level, right? So like I have a 3 level 1 dice, and if I roll it, and there's a little like a level 1 star comes out, that means that I could summon out my monster. And I think you also have like a pool of like of shit that you can do, like attack and move, but depending on what you roll. Since you're rolling 3 dice for like, so one level has 3 dice.
Yeah.
So level 1 has 3 dice, level 2 has 3 dice, and whatever the level of the like whatever level, like so. And the thing is that sometimes you could roll move cards, like move rolls, and you could move your guy like 1 or 2 spaces or 3 spaces if you wanted to. And your whole entire thing is just like miniatures. And what happens when you put the monster down? There's like it's literally a like you're on an 11 by 11 board.
Wait, is
right?
this game expandable? Like, did you buy things for this? Like after
you had to buy it, you would have to. Yeah, you have the base game, and then they also have like these booster packs.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm
It's
like, wait a minute. Like, this doesn't sound like a game that you just pull out the box and just start playing, you know, forever. You know.
Yeah, you can.
You can.
But it gets stale. So basically, every monster, they have their own little platform of how far they can move, kind of like tactics.
Yeah.
You know, you can move that far, right? So basically you build. So when it comes onto the field, it has like an amount of space, like let's say like an L shape space, right? and you can also, and then when you summon on other monsters, you can connect yours. Your opponent can also connect it to yours, so that you guys could get your miniatures and fight each other, because you're trying to reach each other's side to kill them. I think, I actually. Oh wait, I can't wait. Let's see. Can I even share screen here?
No,
I can't. Huh?
Yeah, same Zoom. Where you can be like, I have a thing. Here's the thing of the game. Rip.
But yeah, that one was a little more complicated as a kid, only because we're just like, what the fuck?
There were a lot of board games when I was really young that I used to try to play that were way too complicated for me, that we would just play with as games. I mean, that sounded weird. As toys, I meant to say. There was a Star Wars game. I don't know what the fuck it was called. I think I ended up losing it in a move when I was a kid, not even recently. But it was blow up the Death Star, and you would have this marble, and you would shoot the marble, and it would go down this zigzaggy thing. But it was a board game. You would have to move towards that thing, try, and then move around and come back around, kind of like Mousetrap.
Mousetrap.
Oh, Mousetrap's another one, by the way. I've never played that game, but we had it, and all we would do is we would build a thing and just fuck with it. It's guy goes in a thing, guy goes in the cup or whatever.
Yeah, that's how it was.
But no, just like that. I would put that game together, that Star Wars game, and then we would just sit there and just play with the marbles. I always wanted Hungry Hippos. I never got that one either. I gotta make a list. I gotta make a list of all.
That one was fun.
I love Hungry Hippos.
We fucked up one of the hippos.
I feel especially
we're
when
just
I bought it now.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine buying that game now and taking it to a con where drunk.
It's gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, it's gonna get broken. The first game is
dude,
it's broken.
This is a few years after high school. I remember waking up, my friends look what we bought, and I was like, what'd you guys buy? And they're like, Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Oh,
and I was
my God.
Oh no, dude, it was pandemonium. Everybody, I was like, because I'm the littlest guy in my group of friends over here, and there's these big dudes just and they're just I'm just like, dude, this is fucking nuts. And I would play, and it's just the whole entire the game would just move back and forth because we're just trying to fight each other.
Oh my God. It's funny because I don't know what we're doing on this podcast, that we have a pretty sizable amount of watchers, but it's pretty funny that people watching us talk about board games. It's rare.
It's kind of games at this point.
No, it's just funny. Once again, Pleiades is probably Manuel, shut up, just that cool. But I'm still usually, especially because I was tonight's gonna be a really chill night. I'm gonna kill it all with this. I played this game a lot. But I bought it last year. I don't know if you guys have those where you guys are at, but around here we have these calendar stores that always pop up in the malls, kiosks that pop up in the mall at the end of the year. And then if you go there around after Christmas, and especially in early January, the entire place is on 50% off or even less. And those places also sell board games. Well, I always go there and I pick them clean. But I bought this last year. It was a game I played at my friend's game night before. But when I was digging up games, I'm like, I don't even know. This isn't even a joke per se, but I'm the kind of game where after 2020, I don't know if I'll ever play again. It's Pandemic. Where
Pandemic. Oh, no, I don't. Yeah, I've not played it. Okay, continue.
You basically just fight a worldwide pandemic, and then it's actually, if I'm not mistaken, somebody quick for
that's so fun.
I haven't played it in 5 years. I think it's cooperative. I think that you basically I think you're basically all trying to save. I think there's a way that you could all lose. You know what I mean? It's oh, we all died. Humanity died. It's but the U.S. was leading the virus front, and we all died. But
Oh man, you know how Among Us is one of the current popular things besides Fall Guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there is a board game that I actually really, really enjoy that reminds me a lot of it. It's called The Resistance, and I don't have it with me, but
God.
It's
yes, I played it all the fucking time. No, I haven't played it.
It's so good.
Oh my god. Not gonna lie, no, everyone makes the joke about Monopoly ending friendships, but I legit lost a group of friends over fucking resistance.
Same.
Like,
Really?
yes. Basically, the whole idea is if you play
Fucking
Among Us,
yikes.
if you play Among Us, it's a very similar concept. I don't remember the exact specifics of like what the other groups call, but basically there's like, say you have 8 people, the more people the better it works.
There's the resistance and there's the spies.
Yeah. And like so if there's 8 people, I believe, because we used to play with 8, there'd be like 6 resistance and 2 spies, and everybody would like close their eyes, and you know the spies would keep them open, and the spies knew who the other spy was, you know, or whatever, and then basically the whole game are those spies trying to convince everyone else that, like, you know, the resistance are the spies, and it's like a legit game where everyone's all like, I'm not the spy, and they're really not, but then everyone's like, you are, and then, like, you know, it's a great game. It's fucking amazing. I love it. But I've legit gotten to fights with people over that game, and friends have gotten mad at me. It's like, I'm not playing with Manuel anymore. It takes it too seriously. I'm like, I'm not taking it seriously. I'm not the one getting mad when the game's done. It's just that I'm like actually trying during the game. Sorry, I'm like, you know.
Yeah, the resistance and werewolf. I also really like werewolf.
Oh, thanks for bringing
Also
that
similar
one up.
concept.
Is that the one that it's kind of like the killer one?
Yeah.
Where you're trying to figure out who the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When my friend bought that, dude, we had like 8 people just sitting there. We're like, yes, this is stupid. We're like, yeah, let's do this.
You know,
Yes.
it's funny. Oh,
It's awesome.
you have a
one-night
physical
version?
copy. Yeah, back when I went like did like Girl Scout camping and stuff, we would play werewolf and like another version of that called Mafia.
Yeah, Mafia. There you go.
All the time, like without a board game or anything. So when I got older and like saw physical copies of like an actual board game version of these games, I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then they had the app with the voices, and I was just like, because at first we did it without the app, and I was like, man, this is fun. And my friend's like, hold on, there's an app, and we played the app, and I was like, everyone, shut the fuck up. I want to hear this crap. This feels so fun. It was so awesome.
I really wanted to play Resistance for a while again. Like, I've been thinking about bringing it to cons and stuff like that. But like I said, legitimately,
Tabletop simulator.
No, the last time I played it was the time when like people got mad. So it's just been like, I'll give it some time off, and then I kind of forgot. Fun story about this one night werewolf game I have right here. I stole this at ALA the 1 year when I was really drunk at the swap meet. Like, it's kind of a long story, so I won't tell the whole story. But TLDR, like, I went to the swap meet drunk with all these friends. We all cut the line because I just took everyone up there with me. We had the guest badges, so I just took everyone to the front of the line. It's like, we have guests. I was the only one with the guest badge. I'm like, I have a guest badge. I'm just gonna go in. And the guy didn't know what to do, so I just kept walking. And then they walked in with me, and nobody stopped me. And everybody was booing us. And then I just went in and was like buying shit and punking people for like lowering prices. Then out of nowhere, I get back to the room and this is in my pocket. And I remembered looking at it, and then apparently I just put it in my pocket and stole it. And when I sobered up a bit more as the night went on, I was so embarrassed, and I still am now. That, you know, don't arrest me, ALA. You know, like the cops still looking for me somewhere. I don't even. Okay.
We're gonna find you.
I actually do remember the booth it was at, but I was too embarrassed to go back and give it to them or give them money, so I just like, oh, can I go to the swap meet? And if I ever see that person again, it's like, oh, gotta hide in the corner. Well, I don't have to confront me. I don't think they even knew it was me, but yeah. So yeah, I'm just a thief. What am I gonna say? Look at Ren. Ren's judging me hardcore. Would you have gone back and like apologized?
Yes! Like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was so drunk. Please, like, here is the money. I am so sorry. I did not mean to take this. Like, yes! I'm a decent human being, Manuel.
Watch Manuel, like, it reverses back. Manuel goes there, apologizes, and forgets to give it back again.
No, it's always my big fear that a person will like recognize me. Like, 'cause I don't know if they knew I took it. And I've told this story before, so maybe they've even like heard it. Like, if they watch a podcast, I really fear that I run this person again. TLDR, they're probably in the chat right now. But I remember that. Oh my god, people are... a friend of mine who's watching the podcast right now, like DM me, he's like, I remember that theft. Because he was there when, like, you know, he was one of the people, like, partying with us in the room when I stole it. Oops. Oopsie. Manuel did an oopsie. He did a thievery. Oh god, that was the only time, though. I mean, I don't steal. Sorry. Oh, though I do steal Warren's Netflix, though. Remember that?
Manuel does still have my Netflix. Luckily, we're not using it right now.
I know. I've been watching Sabrina for the past couple days.
Oh man!
I know.
How far did you get?
I keep. I'm done with the first season, but yeah, I'm waiting to get to the part that sucks.
It's the third season that sucks.
Oh. Anyway.
So that's why it got canceled.
Everyone go watch Sabrina. So I could talk about that next podcast. anyways, go back to board games. What are the favorite board games everyone have? Like,
I've had like a lot of salty moments playing some board games.
So
like,
that was the next thing I was going to talk about was like some board game memories. I already told mine. That was a good segue. Was that like people getting mad?
Like there's this game called Zombies, which is kind of like I don't know if you guys played it. Is that the one that
has the million zombie pieces?
Yeah, you have zombie pieces, and then you have like everyone starts off on a square, and you can move around and place like you're trying to get to the helipad.
Yeah.
And we were playing that game. That game is so fucking fun. But this one time, one of our buddies was gonna win, and he was almost at the helipad, and me and my cousin started chucking zombies at him, and he was like, "Man, that's fucked." I was like, "No," I was like, "Come on, man, we're trying to win. All right, I don't give a fuck if I'm trying to win." And then my friend fucking's like, "Fuck you guys." I was like, "Oh shit." He's just like, he went through all zombies, one hit shot, and I was like, "Oh fuck." I was like, "This guy's a god. He's a god." And he just ran through 4 zombies. We were like, me and my cousin's like, "Oh shit, this man's a god." And he's just like, "Fuck you guys," and he won. And I was like, dude, this guy he got super salty because we're just like, "Fuck you, man. If we can't win, we want you to die."
Oh my god. Because everyone's asking in the chat. I guess there's a lot of people who know me and whatever. It was last year at ALA, and apparently some people do remember it. But yeah.
Oh, that ALA?
Yeah, you guys were around. I don't think you guys were around when I stole it.
We were there.
Around.
We were there. Remember, because I think I was there for the. We had J Metal panel there.
Oh yeah, we did. But that was the year I stole it. Oopsie. Manuel did an oopsie. Everyone's saying like Manuel's a criminal. He's probably been in jail. I mean, I went to the horse butt jail. I've been inside of a trailer before, a horse trailer. I forgot why it was. I think we were. A friend of mine had one like in his like backyardy area. He had no horse. He just had that trailer, and it was really smelly in there. That's all I had. That's the end of that story. There was no story there. We just went into it because like, we were kids being stupid. Ren still looks really upset about the stealing.
Are you okay, Ren?
Do you have any salty stories about you playing board games? Did your family end up clawing each other's eyes out when that game didn't finish?
I actually, when I play games like board games, I try not to let myself get too tilted. So I can't think of any like particular incident where I've been like, I can't take this anymore. No, I just, because when I'm playing like Fall Guys or something by myself, I lose my godforsaken mind, especially when it's not my fault, like stuff like that. But even like Mario Kart, I try really hard not to get upset. I still do sometimes, but like I try really hard not to, because like I don't know, it's just a game.
I mean, I don't blame you for getting salty. My ass being like, especially Mario Kart, when you're winning and then that blue shell comes, right? When that blue shell comes and like, who the fuck did that? Then one of your friends passes you up, is like, you didn't fucking deserve that, you motherfucker. You didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve that win.
No,
that was me the whole time.
There was this time. Like I don't remember what game it was. It had to have been 8, but a friend of mine was trying to. It was just for my own sanity. He was trying to give me all the cups, like all the top, the 3 stars, gold cup, and all the the cups, just so it looked nice in the hardest races. I don't know how to put it. Like I'm phrasing it so badly, and we were all playing, like, there was 4 of us, but he was the one who was gonna win. And, like, not because, like, we were letting him, but because, like, he plays that good. And the other 3 of us were kind of just along for the ride to have fun. And at some point, and we were drinking too, by the way, at some point, one of the guys who we were playing with, like, one of our friends, like, me, like, he's the one winning, me and then this other friend, he just got it in his head because he was doing pretty good. And he beat him in the race. And I'm like, you idiot. We're not really playing. Like, he's just getting me the 3 stars gold cup. He's like, you're not supposed to hit him with the blue shell and speed past him. And he did that. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, what are you getting? Like, we're only playing. Like, we're only playing. So he's not just doing this by himself. Like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't care, I won. And then I'm like, he didn't even win. He fucking came in like 9th place every other race, and that one race he came in first. So it's like, I think he came in like, 6th overall or some bullshit. And
he was just like, I finally made it. That's it. I just needed that one first place win. That's all I wanted.
Place. And then he ruined.
That's it.
And then of course, like, I got 2 stars. Well, I didn't get it. My friend got 2 stars in the cup because he still came in first. We got 2 stars in the cup, and I'm like, fucking asshole, ruin everything. This is why we can't have nice things.
Fucking fuck.
But no, like,
let's see, we have had. Oh, what's up?
I actually have a lot of Monopoly games, a lot of Pokemon games. I wish I brought them all out, but I'm actually not sure where they all are. I didn't see them when I was digging them up. By Pokemon games, I mean like Pokemon versions. Like, I have a Pokemon Guess Who, which I think is a gold and silver edition. I have Pokemon Yahtzee, Pokemon. I definitely have Pokemon Uno, but Pokemon some other things. But Pokemon,
Uno.
But we were always play Pokemon Guess Who.
Uno is the game. No, I'm just saying Uno's another one of those games where people get fucking super salty.
It's like, y'all about
that one is that one straight up, dude. Oh my god, I've had too many times. We've had game night for like a whole year, and my friend always wanted to play Uno, and we were fucking. It was, she was like almost like Uno, like, nope, you didn't say it fast enough. And all of a sudden she has a whole deck of cards. She's like, what the fuck, guys? I was like, yo, you guys want to play this game, okay? All right, I'm here to win too, because at this point, if we're gonna go this far, I'm here to fucking break people. So,
oh my god, that's so hard. That's so hardcore.
Yeah, man. It's only because I was just like, dude, especially when you're at one card. And then someone fucking like skips your ass or makes you draw, and you're like, motherfucker. Like, dude, my sister and her friends came over I think 2 weekends ago, and I was like, what are you guys playing? They're like, Uno. I was like, oh, you guys want to break your friendships. And then one of her friends like, look at this deck that I have, and she had this whole fat stack, and she was just like, I almost won, and I was just like, oh my god, no. I was like, I'm sorry.
We should play Uno digitally sometime.
I know. I was gonna say, like, I don't know if you guys have it on Switch. I have it on Switch. It's on sale all the time, and there is an online mode on that. I think. We could also tabletop simulator it. I assume so. I haven't.
Yeah, you can do tabletop.
I definitely have tabletop simulator, and I think.
Yeah, that's why today I was like, wait, are we playing board games?
I was actually a little confused on that on my own, because there are like some really. Well, besides even tabletop simulator, there are ways to, like, easily put together a checkers game or some shit like that, or I think we could have played Uno, but things like that. But mainly I didn't want to come. Well, if I would have known from the get go, Nyaru was going to be here, I would have said let's play a game, or at least one, like a quick one, because I just didn't want to stream 2 different things, because I don't think we could have screen shared it, because if Nyaru was here, she takes up the screen share. Behind the scenes info, guys, if you didn't know that. Yeah. She takes up the screen share slot. So
oh, okay.
So it was just a whole complicated thing in my head where I'm like, I don't know how we do it. But it didn't end up not being a thing. And then I discovered on accident, I mean, this is more fancy stuff, I'll stop saying this after this, that you can just pull up a URL thing in XSplit as its own little source that I never knew you could do, and it'll open up a window. So that's a cool thing I'll remember for next time. Which I just remembered this second. We could have totally played a game, but anyways. I do remember during the Halloween episodes though, Ren, that we were gonna, and it's funny because we were talking about this last week, and this is a board game. This is totally a board game. It is not the evil thing that people. It is a board game marketed by Parker Brothers, Milton Bradley, I think. Actually, sorry, maybe Parker Brothers. Doesn't matter.
Is this what I'm thinking you're going to?
I remember like I was me and Rachel were down to do this, and we actually found an online Ouija board, and like we were trying to find people to mess with it with us, like during one of our Halloween streams and do like oh, did Ren leave? Ren noped out because of that. But yeah, Ren was not down. When I asked Ren, I'm like, hey Ren, do you want to? She's like, no, I don't mess with that.
The Ouija, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I am not very
Did you say the Ouija?
Yeah, I call it the yeah, like it's because that like, when the movie came out, it was just like the Ouija.
Oh my god.
My little sister's like, shut up, it's Ouija, it's the Ouija. She's like, it's the Ouija, look how it's spelled. Yeah, that is that's some shit that I don't fuck with. I've too many. I had some Hmong stories of like a lot of like. There's actually some shit. One of my uncle's friends died, fucking around. But I guess we'll wait until Halloween stream. To like shit.
I made a mess to get to this. For those who don't know, this is always on my desk of random shit. It just reminded me because of the way Warren said Ouija. I actually have an Ouija. And you remember the Ouija? Like,
what is that?
It's the Kickstarter thing that like made millions of dollars. It's the most famous Kickstarter. I mean, the most successful one. And then it failed. It was the game console. It's the Android game console thing that came out. You guys don't know about the Ouija? But yeah.
What is it?
It was a Kickstarter game console, and it's Android based, and at the time it was the most successful Kickstarter ever, and it released and it failed miserably. And I have one. I didn't back it. I bought it like at a book off for like $20, and it was brand new when I bought it.
Oh. But
it's been getting slowly scratched up because it's been sitting on my desk. I mean, it's worth nothing.
So what is it? It lets you like play like app games.
Yeah, basically like imagine playing fucking Android games just on your TV or whatever. The whole idea was you could program your own games for it, but I never did shit with it. It literally has sat there.
Oh.
It literally just sits there because it's just next to my Raspberry Pi because I'm like, oh, it's kind of a similar thing, but it really isn't. It's not. The Raspberry Pi is a million times better. But anyways,
Manuel had it just to have it.
Yeah, that's the Ouija. I'm gonna program it just to like fucking play that Ouija board site, and it's kind of creepy though because me and Rachel were messing with it, and I'm sure. Well, I don't know, maybe it's not, but like it gives you answers, and we should fuck with it. I don't know, nobody wants to fuck with it apparently. And I actually a friend of mine bought me a Ouija board for my birthday like 2 years ago, and they brought it to me at a con to give it to me at the con. You know, I kind of had like my birthday party at a con because it was like around the same weekend, and she brought it to me there. And I was like, oh, we're going to use this. And not only did no one else want to use it, she didn't even want to use it. I'm like, but you bought it for me for my birthday. She's like, yeah, because you wanted one or whatever. I'm not going to touch it, though. And most people wouldn't even touch it. Like, literally would not even touch it.
Grandma, is that you? Yes.
When I was a kid, when I was a kid, I don't know if they still run them, but when I was a kid, and I wish I knew what shows these were on, but I have a feeling they were on cartoons. When I was a kid, they used to have Ouija board commercials. I'm pretty sure you could YouTube them You could YouTube them right now. And it wouldn't be like young kids, like 8 years old, but it'd be teenagers, like 13, and there'd be kids who'd be all like, "Are you moving it? No, you're moving it. No, you must be moving." That was the whole commercial. Was like the things moving, and then they'd be like, "Lol," but there wasn't no lol. But it's like, "Are you moving it? No, you're moving it. No, you're moving it." And they laugh, and it's like Ouija board from Parker Brothers or whoever the fuck made it, and it was like that was the commercial that like ran when I was a kid. So I don't know. I guess I just never had that kind of like negative connotation to it, and like I have seen like horror movies that involve it, but that's my extent of it. Nobody ever knows ever I mean, I guess we might share these stories during the Halloween the Halloween podcast. Now we're getting to the dark board games apparently, but I just realized I never changed the updated thing from our favorite board game. So the Ouija board is Manuel's favorite board game. If someone clip that, I'm kidding, by the way. But
Manuel wants to talk to dead people.
But no, I've actually don't think I've used one. But anyways, let's not get into that. But I've never really used one much because nobody ever wants to use it. It's like the most useless thing I've ever owned, except for Rachel apparently. Fucking, we'll just do it. Oh, but the reason I bring this up, real fast. This is not turned into a real fast topic because we've been joking about if we get so many if we can find enough people to do it. Remember, Pleiades is gonna summon a demon or attempt to.
Oh yeah.
On the DTL. And then me and Callie are down for it. I don't think anyone else is. And
I was like, go Blaze, you can. I was like, yeah.
No, and the second we're done, I guess his girlfriend who was watching the stream was like, my girlfriend's like, sorry guys, my girlfriend's over trying to disown me after me saying I'm gonna summon a demon.
Oh yeah.
So if anyone wanted to code into that, I don't think we're gonna summon a demon on our DTL. Sorry, I don't know. I mean. Ren is just like, I don't know about you guys anymore. I want to see what's going on in the chat. I worked on a game for you worked on a game for Ouija. Chain gang game. Was it good? I mean, like, I'm not doubting your gaming ability, game creating ability, but a lot of the Ouija games I played were not that grand.
Ouija? That's the shit that you were talking about, yeah? An app, the phone app games?
Yeah. I guess, yeah, Molly and Ren are both on the Ouija stream, yeah. Take it, I'll dare spirits to possess me. Oh, that's Nestor. I'll dare. There we go. We're getting this together, guys. We're getting this together. It'll be me, Nestor, and Rachel. We'll be fucking playing a Ouija stream, and everyone come on.
Ouija.
And then we'll summon a demon.
If Manuel doesn't come back, okay.
Have you guys ever seen Paranormal Activity?
The first one?
Yeah.
Yes.
First of all, did you find it scary, Ren?
I got spooked a couple of times, but overall I did not find it scary.
I only finished watching it recently, like really recently. I watched it on Warren's Netflix, not to keep mentioning that. But
they have it?
Yeah. But I only finished watching it there because the reason why I had stopped was because there's this part in the movie where like they get a Ouija board and then like it goes crazy and it like lights on fire. And that scene made me laugh my ass off the first time I watched it. I just stopped watching it. I was just like
when I first watched. Oh no, what were you saying?
No, it was just really funny. I just had to find it hilarious because the things that's going like this and
it's because the friction. Spontaneous combustion.
It made my ass laugh.
That movie did scare me the first time I watched it. It's because when we were like in high school, we were just like all about the craze of like scary shit. And then I watched the second one. I was like, "This is garbage. This whole series is garbage." Like, except the Japanese one, the one where
that one was good. Yeah,
that one wasn't hella scary, but they had that creepy moment. Spoiler alert! I think the sister breaks her legs because she gets hit by a car, and she's the one that's getting possessed. And the brother is sleeping, and the girl gets up. She stands up on her feet, and I was like, "Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh!" Because we're like, "Oh, the ghost is possessing a person, can't even walk, ain't scared. She's in a wheelchair.
Oh my god!
You can outrun her." And then all of a sudden, she gets up in with her cast on her legs, and you see her legs all like shit, like quivering, but she's walking all creepily. I was like, "Oh fuck!" We're like, "No, get the fuck! Oh shit, get her, leave, go, 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 go!"
Oh my god!
Kick her legs, break her, like do whatever, beat her ass, like, get the fuck out.
Oh my god! I like what this has turned into, like the. Oh my god! Anyway, let's jump back to board games. We can circle back.
Have you played Super Fight?
What's oh yeah. Actually, I I wish I brought that one out. Oh, somebody mentioned Sushi Go earlier. That's a really good quick game.
I have not. My friend told me this game was pretty cool.
The reason I brought Sushi Go is, first of all, I pulled this one out instead of Super Fight because I was like, I didn't want to bring out all my card games. But Sushi Go, my big complaint, not my complaint, the big problem with this game is it does involve not really math, but like it's kind of when you're done, you have to add up things like, you know, in a certain way. And I learned that most people don't like math, even in its simplest form. So this is always a hard thing to convince people to play who played it before. They're like, I don't like math, and I have to add up more than 10, basically. You know.
Wait, so I guess is it like the Pokemon mini game with Licky Tongue, and you're going on that sushi conveyor belt and just eating stuff up?
Well, basically, that's a fun mini game. You play that? You play that, Ren?
That game was fun.
I think it's which.
It is a
Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, that's a classic. It's funny because somebody posted.
It is a classic.
Somebody posted a gameplay video of that like a long time ago, and I was like, "What game is this from?" And I meant that I remembered it, but I forgot what it was from, because obviously that's not a game. That's like a mini game from a game.
Mini game in a game.
But everyone like attacked me in the comments. They're like, "Manuel, I'm not friends with you anymore because you don't remember this game. Like, I hate you. How could you call yourself like one of my friends?" I'm like, "Oh my god, I know the game. I just was trying to ask what, like, I don't remember."
Where's it from?
Yes.
Shit, I'm just asking you a question, man.
And
I literally don't know what 2 + 2 is right now. Just tell me.
I did know it was Pokemon Stadium 1 or 2. I didn't know which one. Because like part of me was also like, was it from not Hey You, but was it from that other Pokemon one, the TV one, what it's called for the GameCube? I was like, which one is this? I have a Tamagotchi board game that I only pulled this out because there's a newer version that's electronic that I actually love playing, but I couldn't find it. It might be in storage actually, but this is like an OG one. Oh my gosh! And it's brand new. I got this at Book Off also, like where I got a bunch of other games. Before, like, see whatever Warren showed off. This is Hanabi. Oh, this is one of my favorite card games to play. This is another. What's the word? Not competitive. You play it jointly. Like everyone's trying to put together the best. Co-op. Yeah, co-op. They were trying to put together the best fireworks show, and like you're trying to help each other out, but you can't. You can't really like. You want to help your friends out, but you can't be like, I have the number you need, you know, kind of thing, you know. It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like a weird deck building game, but you're kind of group deck building. That's the best way to describe it. You're like group deck building. It's hard to explain it's hard to explain even like that.
Man,
but yeah.
I feel bad. All the stuff that I was playing, it's always competitive. So it's all like we have salty story for almost every. Huh?
What'd you bring down?
I got one is Ticket to Ride.
Somebody mentioned that in the chat. That was one of the ones Mystery Otaku mentioned being a really good game.
That game is so fun.
I've never played it.
It's basically you get like everyone starts off with 3 routes, and you're trying to connect your routes together.
Oh, okay.
And to like at the end you have to do math. But this is huge. Well, this is Europe. This is
that's the board from the Ticket to Ride.
Yeah. And it's fucking awesome, man.
That looks complicated. Well, I mean,
it's a little bit. It could be a little slow, but basically these colors are the only. So let's say you're trying to build from here to here. You have to have 3 black train cards and discard them to make these 3. But if someone takes it up, then you have to like find ulterior ways to to get to your destination. And sometimes it can get pretty salty. You're like, motherfucker, how dare you build right there? No, like, I need to get there. So you son of a bitch.
No, there's a lot like pandemics like that too, like in terms of it's more of a slow moving, more rules heavy game. But like I said, I believe it's also co-op, but so it is different than Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride I think is competitive, but yeah, I keep going.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I think the North American one is easier than because this is the Europe one is just it's a game that's based off of the previous Ticket to Ride, so they added some extra rules. But the game is this game is actually one of my favorite games to play. Like my little sister and her friend, I was like, hey, you guys want to play some board games? And I was like, how about Ticket to Ride? They're like, no, this sounds complicated. And then I played and they loved it so much that after I whooped their asses, they're all like, we want to play again. I was like, yeah, I don't want this smoke. And they're they're like you know, they're like little like 7th graders at the time. So I was just like, man, I whooped your guys' ass again like last time. And they're just like, no, we want to play again. So I played with them, beat them again. It's hilarious.
Oh my god.
It's fun, man. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, the game is pretty cool. It's just like it's slow, but if you could, you know, if you could actually get past it, and you have like some good people to play with, like fun people that won't get too salty.
Yeah, like not Ren.
It's pretty good because the game is not. The game isn't
God.
like that competitive. Like, it's not that competitive.
I've never heard that either. Thank you, Fun Gum, for the bits. I thought that was Ren's notification because that sounded like a very cutesy sound. It was like doo 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 doo, and I'm like, Ren, is that your phone? And it was the fucking notification. Thank you, Fun Gum, for the bits. Sorry.
We also have Saboteur. This game was pretty fun.
Yeah, I like that one too. That was another one that's in my stack. Cause all these smaller card games are in my stack I can get to easily.
They actually made a bigger one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Another Saboteur game, and it's more of a board game. They actually have an actual board. I don't remember because we didn't play this too often because one of my friends, when she bought it, we played for a bit and then she had to leave. But Saboteur is fun. I enjoyed Saboteur. Oh, here, I love being a troll. Come on, guys, the treasure's over here. So basically, I think if you play with like 4 players, I think 1 person's a Saboteur and 3 people have to co-op together to try to get to the treasure. But nobody knows. The thing is that no one knows who the Saboteur is. So you're basically trying to get to the gold, and the Saboteur could basically someone's like, this is the gold spot is right here. The gold's right here. Go get it. And for all you know, if you decide to go take that route, you know, the Saboteur's like, ha ha ha, I got the gold, motherfucker. Like, yeah, you got trolled, you got tricked. That game was really fun. I don't think I've had much. We didn't get salty over that one. I just love trolling. The worst part was like having 2 Saboteurs and just like, and just like laughing in the shadows.
Oh my god.
Let's see. I have. Does anybody else have any? I have like.
Well, the only other one that I didn't show off. This is the last one I had to show off. Was Exploding Kittens.
That one's fun. I got salty over that one too.
This is a favorite con. Yeah, this is a favorite con game. This is the one that I don't know if everyone knows Gary, but whenever I hang out with Gary's like, I want to play Exploding Kittens, and one of the harder things is to find somebody else to play with us. But yeah, this is a fun one, and I have the 18 plus version somewhere around too. But I think it's in my suitcase for a con because I'm like, why is this one out but the 18 plus one isn't? I think it's still in there from ALA. Yeah, it's still there from ALA because I think we did play it at ALA, the 18 plus one, which is they're still kittens. It's not like they're having sex, but.
Ooh.
What are you doing, Stepcat?
Oh man, I have a card game that my mom got me for Christmas ages ago that she specifically thought would be enjoyable to play at cons and stuff, but I never.
That means next time if we see you, you should bring it over so we can actually play. So as Ren's looking for that, I actually have Dominion.
I have that.
This game.
I have that, but I've never played it.
The game is quite complicated. It's a deck builder game. Everyone's against each other, and you're just trying to rack up as much points as you can. But we have a friend that just tries to have these things called curse cards, and so whenever you give out a curse, it gives them a negative point onto their total, their total points at the end of the game. And that's all he does. Is his whole entire thing in the game was not to win. It's just to sabotage people. And that's the worst kind of person to have playing the game.
Oh my god.
Okay, go, Ren.
Okay, so this is Sneaky Cards.
Sneaky Cards.
And it pretty much, you, the owner of the deck, before I ever even play with it, I need to, take down all the numbers and stuff, because what you do is you can involve literally like anyone. So if I wanted to say like go up to a person I thought was cute, I'd be like, hey, do you want to play a game with me? And they would draw a card and say this one, take a selfie with a total stranger, and I can track the card and see who they pass it on to. And so like it's like there's all sort, they've got engagement, connecting, surprise, do good and give to others, challenge yourself in new and interesting ways, make art with a purpose. But yeah, it like you play it forward. It says on the back, your mission, should you choose to accept it, become a secret agent of joy, spreading art and intrigue to an unsuspecting public. Inside this box is an interactive scavenger hunt that inspires creativity and rewards audacity. Take a selfie with a stranger, give an anonymous gift, become a flash mob of one, complete each objective, and then pass the card along to an unwitting accomplice who becomes part of the game. The fun is ever expanding, but it all starts with you.
No, you know what's funny?
Interesting.
You know what's funny? Like,
right?
Sounds fun. Really fun, actually.
No, you know what that sounds like? Actually, Warren, I don't know if you remember my the DTL, and we did a not so interactive version of that because I picked. I was trying to. Yeah, it sounded like that game, Warren's List. There's this board game, Ren. It's actually funny enough. It's made by the brother of one of the guys from Insane Clown Posse, and I did a presentation about it. It's like a
Ren's face.
Ren's face was like over ICP thing, but the game is basically like kind of like an IRL RPG, and you roll the die. It's all this complicated BS, but TLDR, the whole idea is that you get a quest, and it's like a real life thing, but like. Half of them are things like that. Half of them are legit, like, you know, go meet a new friend, go do this, go create art. The one we got, by the way, was to go create a dictionary of like your own insider words. But like, there's also like go commit a crime and go you know, go to not commit a crime, but go be a vigilante and things like that. You know, which I'm sure is still a crime. But it sounds like that, but like card game. I kind of want to get that now. What's it called?
Yeah, that looks fun.
Secret cards? What was it? I already forgot.
Secret
What?
cards?
What was it called?
Sneaky cards.
Okay, sneaky cards.
Play it forward.
I thought that it was gonna be some like we had to do some sneaky shit. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty cool though.
I mean, some of them kind of are. It's like, during conversation, whenever you would say the word now, instead say meow.
Oh my god, I have
Yikes!
friends
It
who
does
do
work
that.
like that.
No.
This is anime conventions. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not meow?
No, I know people who do that.
Yeah, give
like,
this
without
card.
even
Give
joking.
this card to someone who makes you smile.
No.
Give this card dressed to someone as a superhero.
Oh.
That's so good. That fits perfectly.
Yeah, hide this card somewhere it can be easily found. This would be so much fun.
Did you get it? Did
Just
you
to
get
see
it?
how far it'll go.
Did you get it before or after the Rona when there are no more cons?
I've had this.
Why haven't you taken it and tried anything
No,
with it?
I've had this for like 2 years.
Oh my god, Ren.
Maybe
I always forget about it.
Well, that is fair to be honest.
I mean, when you're
Thank
like
you.
when you're ready to go to cons and shit, like it's a mile a minute for like forever.
Yeah, and also
So
like
you're just like passing.
Yeah,
and just,
like that is.
you cosplay and stuff too. Like I mean, I don't, so I have one less big chunk to worry about. I do panels too, but you know, it's just like I'm sure we think about, we have different crunches, you know, where it's all like things are going crazy.
Yeah,
You're like,
pretty
man,
much.
my wig.
Also, I need to.
Use the bathroom.
I need to get going soon.
Oh no, we're gonna wrap this up anyway. I was gonna. It's fine. We're gonna wrap this up. I think we can wrap it up. We brought up Warren's list. We brought up spooky shit. And we're gonna wrap this up, guys.
We had so much. I had so much more to talk about too. It's fucking crazy.
No, it's fine. We'll do this topic. We'll do this topic
Yeah.
again because now that we're done, I was telling Ren before we started, I had pulled out other games like Mall Mad. I was talking about Mall Madness. I was going to talk about Hero Quest and some other bullshit that I have like under my background. We'll talk about it later. We'll definitely bring this up again. But wrap it up. This week coming up on Thursday, 2 days from now, me, Warren, Callie, and Molly are
Oh, yeah,
gonna
what are we
playing.
playing?
We're playing Freddy Fish and the Curse of the Haunted Schoolhouse. We're starting our Halloween streams, our gaming streams now, so come tune into that. On Saturday, we're doing our DTL. Like I said, Kat will be on. Molly won't, but Kat will be on. Come tune into that. It'll be another peachy night, and I definitely will drink more of that peachy vodka, and so on. And last time Kat was on, we didn't tell her that you didn't drink during other people's presentation. Well, you could, but we didn't tell her that you didn't have to drink on other people's presentations. So by the time we got to hers, she was gone because she was drinking every time we said drink for everyone else. Yeah,
I mean, like, and then Sylvia was totally out too.
Well, Sylvia showed up drunk. She showed up already drunk. But anyway. Anyway, that's the streams that's happening. What's happening new with Ren? Ren streams all the time. Do you have a schedule, or you just stream when you can?
I do. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I used to stream at certain times, but now because of work, it's not always around the same time. But usually, it's after 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So usually around like 8 to 9, but sometime after 5, typically.
Okay.
But Wednesday, I'm streaming at tomorrow I'm streaming at 4. So.
See, these are we have perfect schedule. I mean, like, not perfect to appear at each other. See, we have perfect schedules in that you can watch both of our stuff without having to conflict. It's like, just don't live a life. Just watch A to J and Ren stream, and that's it. That's your life. That's your. You have Sundays off, but that's your life because neither of us apparently stream on Sundays. So there you go. That's your life. Just watch the stream every day. So do that, guys. No, let's actually wrap it up there. Like, I don't. Shout out to Ed and Kev, the current patrons. If you want to support us, the easiest way to support us is to keep watching stuff. If you want to support us monetarily, you can sub to us. I mentioned it's September. You could donate to us. I actually didn't mention this at all. I don't have a notification turned on for donations because it was a complicated thing and I just haven't set it up yet. But we do have. If you're watching this on desktop, or if you want to go back to the channel, there is a donation button. The Streamlabs one. It's just not set up for a notification. You could donate to us there. Give us a tip. If you do that during DTL, we will take shock deals of the bullshit during that, but we'll talk about that on Saturday. But patreon.com/connections, join our Discord. All the links are on the channel too, and that's it. Thank you, Ren, for showing up. Thank you, Warren, for literally showing up. I asked you this an hour before we started. And then,
he literally did.
Yeah, I didn't tell you that, Ren. But like, this was when I said change of plans. That was when I'd asked him, which was an hour before we started.
Wow.
I literally I came back home from grocery shopping, and the Manuel's like, "Hey, can you do the podcast?" I'm like, "All right."
No, originally it was gonna be just me and Ren, and that would have been fine, but I didn't. The only reason I wanted a third person because I don't like the way it looks when it's just a blank picture on the third thing. I need to come up with a new overlay that's 2 people. That's my next project eventually, or I'll just make it without actually overlay. I'll just place it anyway. Thank you all for watching. The chat was really lit. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Peace out. Good night. We need more energy. Point redeems. Oh, you're talking shit about me. we do have. Well, we don't have enough sub points yet to unlock more emote slots. I actually have a lot of custom emojis that I commissioned that we have no space for.
I'm not talking. No, I'm talking about just the point redeems. They're free to make new ones. They're more entertaining and fun. Like, I've got take a shot. I've got do 10 squats. I've got game changer. When I'm playing games, people can choose something to change in the game.
Like when you get the points for just watching and shit like that.
Yes, it's free and they're fun to do.
You know, I've never thought to change those. I'm not gonna lie. I knew you could. I'm not gonna say I didn't know you could. I totally knew that, but it never occurred to me to even bother. They're all still the default. Ren is right. Well, it took us 3 months to finally get the notifications.
Figure this out.
No, I'm have to figure it out. I knew the whole time, and people were yelling at me to do it. It took me about 6 months to change that banner image to Ren that I mentioned. It's been there for a while now, but
yeah, you've had that since New Year's.
Yeah, exactly. And I only did it recently, so at that rate, expect end of the year I'll have all these awesome point routines. I'll figure it out. Thank you all for watching. Good night. Peace out.
Thank you, guys.
Be safe. Take care.